Hey everybody, so today I just want to do another get ready with me tutorial situation. Thank you guys so much for being so cool about me not being present on YouTube for a minute. It's just been crazy. Life has been crazy, but y'all always tell me to just, you know, live my life and film when I can, and that is exactly what I am doing. So today I want to film and I want to kick it a little bit more neutral since the past probably 4 or 5 looks on my channel have been pretty colorful, pretty out there. I've been having a ton of fun with color. I've been having a ton of fun with color lately, but now I want to do something a little bit more neutral. So I'm going to do a tutorial using the BH Cosmetics and It'sMyRayeRaye palette. I saw this palette originally on BH Cosmetics new releases. I thought it was beautiful. I actually don't follow It'sMyRayeRaye. I probably should. I'll probably follow her now, but this is what the palette looks like. It's like one of these little fold up or fold in situations, and it's just really, really pretty and nice and neutral, but there's some fun pops of warm tones in here. So I just want to do a very sexy, sultry, neutral look. Very kind of date night, very just when you're feeling like you want to turn some heads. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling a little sassy, so I want to do a look that will make me feel sassy. I also have a very, very pale nude lip that I want to try, so we have a couple new products in this video, but yeah, let's just, that's all I have to say. So let's just get in and start putting on some makeup. Okay, I don't know how much fallout this is going to have, so we're going to start with eyes. So I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics Smooth Canvas Longwear Primer. I'm drinking beer, so I might be very, very belchy through this tutorial, so sorry, not sorry. Also, if any of y'all are wondering, I am drinking the Schaffenhofer Hefeweizen Grapefruit Beer. I love this because it pretty much just tastes like grapefruit juice. If you like grapefruit, and if you don't necessarily like the taste of beer, I like the taste of beer, but I like grapefruit juice a lot too. So if you're not a beer drinker, but you like grapefruit, I think you will really, really like these. I love it. Okay, I'm going to try a different technique with my eyeshadow today. In my last video, I talked about how I had that one spot on my eye that just didn't want to take color. And one of y'all suggested that you start with the dark colors and work your way up and blend out as you use lighter and lighter colors. And I know, I'm pretty sure that's how Nikki Tutorials does her tutorials too. So I think we're gonna start with that. We'll see how it turns out, but let's just let's see how it turns out. I'm also sick, so if I'm just coughing and sniffling, and if I sound like I'm sick, it's because I am. Okay, so the first shade I'm going to take is Black Beauty, which is the black from the palette, and I'm just going to take it, oh, the pigment though. I'm going to just take it on this kind of flat, kind of fluffy brush, and we're going to start packing that in the outer corner. Like I said, I've never worked this way where you start with the darker shades and then work your way to lighter shades, but I totally understand how in theory that could, you know, work really, really well. So I did not set this primer because I find that this primer works amazingly at grabbing the color when it is not set, and you can still blend on top of it too. I'm just going to kind of make a kind of C in my crease. I want this to be pretty dark and sultry, so I'm really packing on this black. So I'm just really packing that on. Then I'm going to take the shade Control Freak, which is this brown right here, and oh, that is stunning. And I'm going to start packing this right on that edge. Start to kind of blend out the black with this. So I'm using it on, you know, that upper edge. So I'm just kind of packing it first and then blending. So far, that's blending out awesomely. So again, just packing it right on that edge. And then, see, this is where a lot of people stop. Then you gotta blend. Don't just stop after packing the color. Then you gotta blend it, sister. Or mister. So far I love this technique of eyeshadow. I love it so much. Then, I think I might just, maybe I'll just, no, okay. I'm going to take the Sigma E37. Schaffenhofer, sponsor me. Then I'm going to take, this is like a dense dome brush, and I think I'm going to take the shade Tiffany right here. You all know I can't stay away from the red shades. And we're just going to pack that on this edge right here. Oh wow, this is a great red. And we're just going to kind of use that to blend in between. I'm going to take that into the crease a little bit too. Once I have, I'm going to pack like most of it on this edge, and then once it's kind of gone from my brush, then I'll take it through there. Okay, I don't want this to go too far into the red realm, so I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go back with this brush, and I'm going to take the shade Spice right here. I'm going to do the same thing, just to kind of make it a little bit more just like warm. Oh, okay. Yeah, just to bring it more into the warm orangey category. And then honestly, like, none of these like lid colors, none of these are really calling to me, to be honest. So I'm going to reach in, I'm going to go explore my makeup collection real quick and see what I get. Alright, we're going to stick within the BH Cosmetics family, and I'm going to reach in to my BH Cosmetics Foil Eyes eyeshadow palette. This is an awesome palette that I honestly don't use that much because y'all know me, I don't use a lot of like shimmery shades in general. So the first shade I think I'm going to take is this copper, or this like gold color right here, and then I'm going to take this one a little bit closer in on like the inner kind of third, and then we're going to take a shade from the It'sMyRayeRaye palette on the inner corner because I know I've been using this palette on and off for the past few days. I'm going to wet my brush with some setting spray. So I kind of know how these perform, but I've really only used like the basic, just like neutral brown shades. I am going to first take this gold shade on a wet brush, and we're just going to pop this on the lid. Ooh, this is like mixing in with the red. So I'm pretty much just placing this all over my lid. I'm just going to take my blending brush and blend those edges real quick. And then I'm going to wet my brush again, just to make sure it's nice and wet. And then I'm going to go in with this light peach shade, which is stunning. And I'm just going to flip my brush over and use the other side of the brush. And just really... oh, wow. Pop that into the inner corner. Ooh, girl, yes. I'm just going back with the gold and just blending again so that we get a nice, you know, ombre of light to dark. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more black and just deepen up wherever I see necessary. And then I'm going to take a big fat blending brush. This is one of my favorites lately. This is the BH Cosmetics V5. And I'm just going to take the shade Pancake right here, just any transition shade, and I'm just going to blend right here just so that we get a really, really soft transition. Okay, let's move on to face for a little bit. So for foundation, I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. Now I used the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation in a video or two ago. I picked up both when I saw these at Ulta. I've been hearing about them for a really, really long time. I didn't realize they were cruelty free, so I decided to pick them up. The LA Girl Pro Coverage is a lot more luminous, but it's really, really pretty on the skin. It lasts a decent amount of time on my skin too, but I've only tried it a handful of times. I'm in the shade Fair. It is by no means fair. This is probably going to be too dark for me, so just disclaimer for all y'all out there, it's probably not going to match ya girl, but we're going to use it anyways. So I'm just going to take a couple of pumps, and I'm going to blend this in with my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. Actually, the shade doesn't look that bad, but I think it oxidizes. Because I remember the last time I wore this, I went outside and I was just like, oh, because, you know, natural lighting always is that friend that's like, hey, I know you think you're on fleek, but let me tell you otherwise. I don't remember this foundation having this good of coverage the last time I used it. I did use it with a makeup sponge last time, but I think I like this with a brush a lot better. But as you can see, it has a very luminous finish. It did last a decent amount of time on my oily skin though, so I'm pretty happy with this foundation. Okay, then for concealer, I'm going to take the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 5. This one is pretty fair, so it'll probably even me out if this continues to get darker. And I'm just going to highlight and conceal as you normally do. Y'all know the drill. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques Diamond Sponge and blend that in. I love this sponge. I think it's such an underrated sponge. Okay, then I'm going to set my under eyes with my Kat Von D Lock-It powder. Then I'm going to set the rest of my face with my handy NYX Set It and Don't Fret It powder. You know, this foundation got like a tiny bit darker, but I don't think it got much darker at all, so that's nice. I have a feeling the shades for the face in here are going to be too dark for me, but we're gonna try. So I'm just going to mix these two. This is Chai and Mocha, and we're just going to try to contour and bronze with these. It's actually not bad at all. Really pretty, actually. It's nice and warm without being too warm. Yeah, this is really pretty. I like it. This would be a good palette to travel with. I'm also really skeptical about the highlights in here because they are very glittery. And like, I don't mind a glittery highlight, but these are like very glittery. I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. The same brush that I used to set my under eyes. I'm gonna take a little bit down the sides of my nose. Just trying to cover the redness with contour. Then I want to do heavy blush today because I wore like a really pretty pink blush all day today and I felt really cute, so we're gonna do it again. So I'm gonna take these, this is the BH Cosmetics blush palette, the nude blush palette, and I'm gonna take this shade right here. The camera's not picking it up as bright pink as it is, but it's just a nice pink. It's not bright, but it's a nice pink. Oh. Alright, we're heavy blush, I guess, today. I'm not mad about it, though. I'm a little bit mad that this cheek is more intense than this cheek. But that's okay. I'm just going to take it back towards my temples. And do kind of, you know, an editorial blush thing with it. Who knows? I am going to take the shade Radiant, spelled R-A-E, for It's My Ray Ray. Super cute. This would be a beautiful highlight on medium to deep skin, but on me, it is going to be a great blush topper. Look how pretty that is. So that's exactly what I'm going to use it as. So I'm just going to take it on this BH Cosmetics, this Delium Tools Tapered Highlighting Brush, and I'm just going to knock off some excess and just brush it on top of my blush. It kind of makes it look like NARS Orgasm. I've never actually owned that blush, but that's how I think it would look on my skin. Because it gives that kind of gold kickback to it, but it's honestly not, it's not that reflective. So, ugh. It's pretty though. I like it as a blush topper. And then they have this shade Moonlight, which is like this duochrome kind of highlight. Honestly, looks pretty lackluster. And I'm filming my favorite highlights next, so I'm actually going to reach for a different highlight that is one of my favorite highlights, so that I can say, this is one of my favorite highlights. I'm wearing it in this video. Y'all know how it is. I'm going to take the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek highlight in the shade Wisp. I love this highlight so much. And I'm just going to pop that on. So pretty. And it really goes with the blush and the blush topper super well. And then I'm just going to use a different highlight for my nose because I don't want like a pink nose because I'm already sick, so I already have a freaking pink nose. So I'm just going to take my handy dandy Spotlight highlighting palette and I'm going to take the shade Glow with this Sigma E36 and just highlight the nose with it. Ooh. And really highlight that bridge of the nose. Let's finish up the eyes. So I'm going to wet my brush and take a pencil brush. So I'm going to take a wet pencil brush and I'm going to take the shade Angel, which honestly looks like the exact same shade as Moonlight. Moonlight is just, I think, a little bit, no, these are like almost the exact same shade. I think Moonlight is just a little bit more yellow. So I'm going to take the shade Angel on a wet brush, excuse me, on a wet brush, and just use that to highlight the inner corner. It's really pretty, really yellowy. Like it has a very, very strong yellow kickback, but I think that's super stunning, especially on like warm eyes like this. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone with the same color, but when I'm off camera filling in my eyebrows, I'm going to pluck my eyebrows first. So just so you know, I'm going to put the same color on my brow bone too. But now let's do some liner and some lower lash line. So I'm just going to take the same brush that we used for black. I'm not going to pick up anything additional. And I'm just going to run this, oh my gosh, on the outer kind of 3/4 of my lower lash line. Okay, and then I'm going to take that same brush that we used to pack the like browns, and I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. I'm going to take the shade Control Freak and just blend that down. And again, connect it and wrap it around. So really blending all the way around the black and up into the crease area. Okay, then we're going to put on some eyeliner because I feel like this look could definitely use winged liner. Whenever I do bright here and dark here, I always like to finish it off with winged liner because I think it helps make my eyes look a little bit bigger. And my eyes are pretty small, so we're going to do that. I'm going to take my NYX matte liquid liner, do a wing. Okay, successful, relatively successful. Alright, so I'm going to go fill in my eyebrows real quick and I'm also going to pop on some fake lashes. Thank you all so much whoever told me about these lashes because these look stunning. They are the new Lash Couture Kiss. They're the Kiss Faux Minks, which are the Kiss Faux Mink and Gala, y'all know, are my favorite. This is in the style Corset, and they just look really chunky and really, really fluffy. Like, these look very curly, so I'm very, very excited to try these. So thank you so much to the subscriber that Snapchatted me about these because they look stunning. So I'm gonna go fill my eyebrows and get these out of the box and put them on my face, and then we'll be back to finish the look. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. Alright everybody, the lashes and brows are on, and let me tell ya, these lashes might beat Gala for my favorite lashes. They're so curly and I love how spiky they are. I had to trim them a little bit, but I always have to trim lashes, so it's not that big of a deal. So anyways, we're going to also, my necklace is from Claire's, if any of you guys are wondering, and it says Girl Boss. I thought it was really cute. I got it at the Claire's after I got promoted to boss, so I got it. Anyways, we're gonna move on to lips. So I got this, so I originally got a LA Girl matte flat velvet lipstick. I got a darker nude shade and I fell in love with it, so I went back and got this one. This one is in the shade Ooh La La. I don't know just how pale this is going to be, but it looks very, very, very pale. Oh, it doesn't look that pigmented either. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to put on a lip liner because this is like literally my skin tone in a lipstick. So let's grab a lip liner. I'm going to be using the Jordanna Easy Liner for Lips in the shade Rockin' Rose. I'm just going to blend it down a little bit. My lips are so dry and crusty because I've been sick, so forgive me. We're going to pop this, hair in my mouth. Then we're going to pop this guy on. This looks so pale. Oh, uh-oh. I really should have exfoliated my lips. Okay, so if you are like very, very pale and trying to find a pale nude lipstick, I think this will be it, because this is so dang pale. I think I'm gonna pop a gloss on top of it because I don't know if you can tell, but it's really, really emphasizing my dry lips. I do love this lip combo though. I know a lot of people don't like lip combos like this, but I love it. So I am going to use the Bare Minerals Gen Nude lip gloss in the shade Groovy. This is one of my favorite lip glosses ever. And yeah, it's almost like the same color. It's just in a gloss form. And it'll help camouflage my scaly lips. Alright everybody, and this is the completed look. I really, really love how this look turned out. I think this is a perfect date night look. This is just a perfect look where you really want to look extra and glam. I really, really enjoy this palette. It does have a little bit of kick up, but for 22 bucks, I think this is a really nice palette to have in your collection, especially if you are, you know, a person that likes warm tones and likes neutrals. I think this is just a good palette to have in your collection. So I'm for it. I'm about it. I really like it, and I love how this look turned out. So if you did, and if you want to see a few more neutral looks on my channel, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what y'all want to see next from me and my channel. I love you all so, so, so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!